It really comes down to flexibility and scalability. If you think about how teleports had to be constructed in the past, it was based on a very static architecture. The satellite went on orbit and it was basically in a static configuration for 15 or 20 years. And so the ground system teleports or remote terminals, it mirrored that. It was a static configuration. Now with software-defined satellites, because they can be reconfigured to either provide more flexibility or change capacity or move capacity around, now the teleports have to think that way as well and look at virtualization strategies and digitization strategies to really support the reconfigurable satellites. So the technical challenge is going to be switching between orbits seamlessly so that the end user doesn't really experience any delays or misconnections or disconnected links. From a business perspective, what's going to be interesting is how you actually operate, not just bringing people in and out of the network or terminals in and out of the network, but how do you bill? How do you meet your SLA requirements? Those are really going to be the things that operators and the teleport operators are going to have to really put a lot of thought into, is how do you really manage that network across orbits and across service providers? So that's something that we're working on with those who deploy ground systems, is how do you manage that network across orbits and across vendors? It allows us to take advantage of the entire ecosystem. Again, providing context, for the last 20 or 30 years, you would launch a satellite constellation and then you would build ground stations and then you would put it all together, right? So it was kind of an afterthought. Now that we're working closer with teleport operators, satellite manufacturers and operators, we can unlock the full potential of the ecosystem, which delivers better service, faster to the end user, not just in megabits or gigabits per second, but actually deploying faster and providing a more flexible configuration, taking advantage of the capabilities of the entire network instead of a suboptimal configuration. The timeline, I think, is the next 2 to 5 years. We'll see, it takes time to replace hardware and to move into new configurations. The investment case is there are going to be more subscribers in the satellite networks. We used to be very niche, kind of a best effort approach or last mile approach when people couldn't get fiber or cellular service, but now we're becoming part of the larger telco infrastructure, and we're finding that we're required to provide connectivity throughout the entire ecosystem. So I think the investment case is really taking advantage of the full subscriber base to drive revenue.